Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back with another video, and yeah, I know once again it's been over a month since I've done a video. I know I sound like a broken record here, but I am truly sorry for this little hiatus that I went on. I was never intending on going on a little hiatus, but hey, work was getting in the way, and not only that, I just kind of let myself procrastinate a little too long on these videos. But in honor, I should say, of my return, I decided to do some CD pickups for you guys. I got 4 CDs here. Two of them are metalcore. One is, I guess you consider it like pop rock, and the other is a classic progressive metal. I think is what they're considered, and it's also going to be a shocker as to what I got. So stay tuned for that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This first band is Light the Torch, and this is their latest album, You Will Be the Death of Me. And as I've said many times on this channel, I'm a huge Howard Jones fan. The former singer of Killswitch Engage. For those of you who don't know, this is his new band. They used to be called Devil You Know back in the day, but now they're Light the Torch, and this is a really good album. There are some moments on this album that I wish were a little on the heavier side, but this is not a bad album whatsoever. With songs like More Than Dreaming, Let Me Fall Apart, Become the Martyr, which is my personal favorite song. I Hate Myself. There's some good stuff on here, and as I've said before, I truly believe that Howard Jones can do no wrong. So if you're any kind of Killswitch Engage fan or Howard Jones fan, this album's right up your alley. It is a little on the lighter side than what I'm used to from him, but hey, it's still a pretty good album nonetheless. Okay, this next album I have not listened to in full yet. I've heard a couple of songs, and I've heard a lot of people hyping this one up. It's the band Currents with their latest album, The Way It Ends. I think this album came out last year. Yeah, I see it on the back, 2020. The only songs that I've heard from this album are A Flag to Wave and Kill the Ache, which I think are two of the well-known singles from this album. I really like what I've heard. This is the type of metalcore that I like, I guess you would say. I don't really know how else to explain that, but the unclean vocals are a little harsher than what I'm used to, but when the cleans come in, it reminds me that this is still the type of metalcore that I like. It's just a little bit heavier. But yeah, I don't think I showed you the back. But yeah, Currents, The Way It Ends. Looking forward to finishing this album. Okay, now this next band, this is actually a debut album from this band that came out just recently on August 13th. This band is from the UK. I consider them a pop rock band because this album has a lot of pop influences that I really wasn't expecting. It's the band Caskets with their album Lost Souls. Now, there were a couple of songs on this album that really had to grow on me, but after listening to it a handful of times, I can honestly say that, in my opinion, and this is just me, this is a strong contender for my album of the year. And I fully intend on doing a review of this album. I really wanted to do a review of this one. Maybe in the coming days. I have to work the next couple of days, so maybe on Thursday you'll get a review of this album. But yeah, Caskets, Lost Souls. If you like rock infused with some pop influences, some cool beats, this is the album for you. Really good debut from Caskets. Alright, and now the grand finale. the one that's going to shock a lot of people, because I have said time and time again that this is a band that I just, for whatever reason, couldn't get into because of the vocal style. Well, I'm happy to say that I am now a fan of this band. They are progressive. I don't know if they're considered progressive rock or progressive metal, and I know you guys will fill me in the comments. But here we go. Dream Theater with their probably one of their most iconic albums, if not their most iconic album, Images and Words. I decided to give Dream Theater another chance. I had listened to them before, and it was stuff off of their latest album, Distance Over Time, I think is what it was called. And the vocals were just really throwing me off. It was a different vocal style than what I was used to. I'm not a huge fan of like the high pitched vocal style. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some bands that I can tolerate that with, but at the time, Dream Theater just wasn't clicking for me. But I decided to go back and give them another chance, and I'm really glad I did, because the songs Pull Me Under and Another Day, you know, they got me as soon as I started listening to them. But my favorite song off of this album is Another Day. What gets me about this song is that saxophone, that jazz-style saxophone in the middle of the song, and that ending part as well. For those of you who have heard the song, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't listened to Dream Theater or these songs, go ahead and give it a chance. I did. Sure, it took me a couple of tries, but I'm finally starting to understand and appreciate the musicianship and their incorporation of any kind of, saxophone and just whatever they want to do. It's really good. Yeah, that saxophone part absolutely blew me away when I first heard it. I was not expecting it at all. So yeah, the final one, Dream Theater, Images and Words. And this album actually came out the year I was born, 1992. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this latest CD pickups video. Like I said, I plan on doing a review of Lost Souls by Caskets either Wednesday afternoon when I get off work or Thursday on my off day. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I promise I will not be gone another month. I promise. I just got to get back in the habit of, finding music to talk about. Yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it, guys. What do you think of my latest pickups? Do you like my selections? Do you hate them? Are you kind of indifferent? It doesn't make any difference to me. Leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Take care.